Come, say hi, say good morning. Okay. Good morning. I think it's like 10 o'clock now and I've been awake for an hour, but I've just been lounging in bed and now it's time to feed this guy, Humpy. So what he usually eats for breakfast, I should probably grab his food bowl. What he usually eats for breakfast is this brand that I buy from Kirkland. It's mainly salmon. It has salmon, and he likes it so far because before he would just not eat dry kibble, but now it seems like, oh, you can't really see me. But now it seems like he'll eat it. Okay, I'm just gonna talk like this. But now it seems like he'll eat it. I don't know why, like, is it because he's getting older that he likes eating dry? Or because when he was younger, he would only eat it if I mix it with some sort of wet food. So, but recently he's been liking it dry, and I've just been putting like a little bit of water into his kibble to make it like a little bit moist so it's not too hard for him to chew. He is currently 7 months, but he's going to be 8 months in September 1st. He'll be 8 months. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Jane, and I have a dog. He's named Cloud. He's a Norwegian Elk Hound. We got him when he was only 2 months old. We got him at a Lancaster, Lancaster farm. How did we first knew that he was the dog to get, right? Okay, quick story, bro. We were originally going to buy a Lab/Shep mix puppy at Pets Plus in the Bensalem area. Her name is Pearl, and we were set on getting her. I already put down a down payment for her already, and the only thing that prevented us from taking her home was due to her being sick. Now, we didn't know that she had this sickness until like I kept calling and calling the pet store asking when can I take her home, because when I first put down the down payment, the lady there said that we can take her home in like a week, and I was like, okay, fine, a week I can do. And it has been a week and I didn't receive any phone calls, so I had to call them. And mind you, like, I called every single day for a whole week because I'm that crazy. I called them every single week to check on the puppy. I also went to visit a puppy every single day for that week. I'm crazy. And you know, it wasn't a close drive either. It was like at least 30-40 minute drive to go there. And they keep saying that like, oh, like she didn't see the vet yet. The vet has to see her before she goes home. And you know, like, I was promised to bring her home that week, but you know, they kept bringing excuses saying like, oh, she never saw the vet. But then other people told me that she saw the vet and that she's ready to go home. But you know, I was just hearing different stories, and she would always have like this white patch on her left shoulder, and that's how I knew that it was her every time when I went in there, because there was a whole litter and a lot of them were adopted already. But I knew, like, when we went in there to like go play with her, she always had that white patch on her left shoulder. And I looked it up. It was like, I forgot what it's called now. It's like a skin, it's like a rash, not a rash, but like a skin thing for dogs. It starts with an M. Like, I know the word, it's not coming out. I'll think of it later. So she has like this white patch, and all of a sudden, you know, 3 days, 4 days in of visiting her from when I first came to make the deposit, it was suddenly gone, right? And they kept saying that oh, you know, like maybe she saw the vet and the vet treated it. But I looked it up, and that particular thing, like, you know, it's kind of common for dogs to get it. You know, it's not something that's rare, and if they do get it, then it's like an antibiotic treatment on the skin, or like a pill that they take, and it takes at least like a month for it to heal, right? But it wasn't really a big patch either. It was just like probably this big. But you know, like, it just doesn't disappear within 3 to 4 days of me meeting the puppy and them telling me that she hasn't seen the vet either. So it's like they tell me this and they tell me something else, and I'm not even sure. So I'm like, okay, I get there and I'm playing with her, and I'm like, is this even my puppy? Because like that patch is gone. Like, it's, I don't even know. And then like there's this whole thing where like, so all the puppies are microchipped, and they checked her microchip number and it was her. And I was just confused, because I was just like, why did you tell me that she never saw the vet when like she probably did and they treated her? Okay, whatever. So that was that. And one day, that day that we were supposed to pick her up, finally I called. You know, they don't call me, I have to call them, and they said that, oh, Pearl can no longer be available to adopt. And then I'm like, why? And they told me that she went to the vet, and the vet found that she has a lifelong health issue, which is, you know, something happened with her liver that will require lifelong treatment, and it will be a very expensive lifelong treatment. And I'm like, okay, listen, I understand that, you know, I've been visiting this puppy for almost a week, 2 weeks tops, right? And nothing is wrong, right? No one tells me anything. I go in there and I find out that there's things wrong with my puppy, and then like, you wouldn't even consider to give me a call to let me know that I can no longer pick up this puppy because for this reason. But I have to always call to find out, you know, whatever that's happening with my puppy. Like, I don't mind calling, but it just seems like they don't care to call you or to let you know, like, you have to do it. And I'm the type of person that, like, I want to be the responsible person and do the right thing, and, you know, always keep up with my puppy, because me and my boyfriend were really excited to bring her home. But these people, they don't know what they're doing, and every time I call, they give me different answers. And, you know, like, that kind of was a bummer that we couldn't take her. But the fact that they, you know, said, can't take it, you cannot adopt her because we won't let you, because she has this lifelong disease that you're gonna have to take care of forever. They said I cannot adopt her. What if I wanted to adopt her? What if I wanted to take on that responsibility? Because I've practically went to see Pearl for the past 2 weeks, and we've developed a connection to where, you know, I wouldn't mind if I would take care of her for the rest of my life, because me and my boyfriend, we made a decision to buy a puppy. We made a decision to bring her home and to have her part of the family, and then to have someone say, you cannot adopt this puppy because of this lifelong disease and all this money for treatment and whatever, right? I'm just like, I don't know. I was just heartbroken, and I just felt like the whole world was just crashing down on me, because I've dedicated so much time into her, and I was just really excited to bring her home. Okay, so this actually turned out to be a pretty longer story than I thought I was gonna do. Anyway, this was supposed to be why I got Cloud. After all that negativity and after all that drama, I decided to do some research, and I decided I wasn't going to Pets Plus anymore because the condition the puppies were in, and it was not that great. The place smelled of pee and poop. Some of the puppies had diarrhea all over they're, you know, inside the little places that they keep them, and no one cleaned it up. Clearly, you know, they were pretty dirty and no one cleaned it up, and it smelled, and they were stepping on it. They were actually, some of them were like eating their own diarrhea poop. So I don't recommend getting at pet store. Like, I've heard stories, like I did my reviews, and I've heard stories about like people being really happy with their, you know, dogs or cats that they got from there. But in my opinion and from my personal experience, will not be going back to Pets Plus in that area. Anyway, I did my research and I found LancasterPuppies.com, and we at first wanted to just keep the same type of breed that we were looking at, so like a Labrador / Shepherd mix. But then, you know, we strolled upon this one puppy on LancasterPuppies.com, and we looked up. It was okay. If you don't know what Norwegian Elkhound puppies look like, you have to look it up. You just have to. They're just the cutest little furry fur balls, and they're just so cute. So I saw one, and my boyfriend saw it, and he was like, hey, like that looks kind of, you know, he looks good. Okay, we judge off puppies, like what kind we want, based off their looks. I mean, who doesn't, right? Like, we base off from what they look like. And so I decided to see, like, okay, like we can get this puppy, we can definitely get him. So I just looked it up and to see what the adult form looked like, and he legit looked like a wolf. And my boyfriend was so excited. He's like, oh my god, we're gonna have a wolf dog. So there was a litter, and the litter ranged from the 10 weeks to 14 weeks, and we picked the 10 weeks because we wanted a younger puppy to train. So we went there. We traveled like 2.5 hours to Lancaster to meet up with the owner and the puppies. Oh my god, when we first saw the puppies, it was the cutest thing. Like, they were just bunches of furball happiness ranging around the grass. And mind you, this was like, when did we get him? Oh, we got him in like March. March. His birthday was January 1st. So it was still pretty cold outside, and it was so, they were so cute. And the mom dog, she was the most behaved dog I've ever seen. Like, when you first drive up to the place, we saw this really big dog. Well, she wasn't big, but to us she was big, like medium sized, but she was kind of intimidating to look at. But then when you like get out the car and you actually walk around, she like follows you, and when you pet her, she lets you pet her, and she was just like the sweetest dog. After I picked up Jason, who we renamed Cloud, it was a process. Like, we didn't even, that's for another video, like how we figured out what his name was. He was nameless for like a whole 1-2 months, and everyone kept asking us like, what are you gonna name him? We went with Cloud, and once we brought him home and he got a little bigger, everyone kept saying how he looks like a German Shepherd or an Akita, or what's the other one? Oh, a Husky. Or they're like, oh, is he a Husky Shet mix? And I'm like, no, he's a Norwegian Elkhound. Like, at first, you know, it was like, no, he's a Norwegian Elkhound. But now, like, when people ask me, like, no, he's Norwegian Elkhound. For those of you who are Norwegian Elkhound owners, let me know if people mistaken your dogs for like a German Shepherd. Like, I'm just, oh my god. Look what he just did. Cloud. I leave for a little bit. What did you do? What? Cloud, look at me. Why did you do that to your bed? Why? Did you do this? Did you do this? Did you rip up your bed? Cloud, did you rip up your bed? He never sleeps in this. He like bites it and do all this other stuff. It's not focusing. Okay. Yeah, he like bites it and he like does all this other stuff to his bed, except for the, you know, what the bed is supposed to be used for. But I guess Norwegian Outhounds don't like beds because they're really furry, as you can tell, and he gets really hot, so he sleeps on the floor with us in our room. Cloud, why? Now mommy has to throw this away. Huh? I guess it's my fault because I took too long. I took too long, huh? Okay, by the way, I was supposed to get him his food. And I guess I left him too long, so I guess it's my fault. Listen, you. No more biting, Are you sorry? Are you sorry? You want food? So, I really don't know what to do because every time when he does this, we yell at him and then we don't show him love for like a little bit, and then we think that he's gonna go back and like not do it again, but then he's gonna go and do it again. I don't know. Don't touch it. Mommy's gonna clean this up. His first bed. You better not eat it too. Hey! Leave it. Sit. You know what you did. Lay down. You know what you did. Stay. Okay, guys. I can't believe this. I'm gonna get his food and I will talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm doing a voiceover for this part of the video because when I was editing, I found that you can't really hear my voice in the video because my hand was covering the volume area. So here I'm just showing that we give a cup and a half of his dog food, and this is the salmon version that I get from Costco, and he usually likes this with a little bit of water because he doesn't really like eating the dry food by itself. And we used to get him the chicken and chickpeas version, but he didn't like that very well. He didn't finish it, but this one he finished. So yeah, this is what we feed him, and we usually feed him twice a day, one in the morning and one at night. And yeah, he's just there waiting patiently for his food. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit that like button, and we'll be back with more videos.